What's up guys, Techmaster back with another video. So, today I'm going to be going over my tech lineup for late 2024 and back to school season. So first, I have the M2 MacBook Air. I have had this for a year. This is the oldest device I have, and it's been pretty good. There is some issues with loading up web browsers, which I'll get into in a minute, but first off, this is the 2022 M2 model. We have a notch on the top, a 13.6-inch liquid retina display. I do have a skin on this, a deburn skin. I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, so this is a pretty good laptop. We have Touch ID, don't mind that. 60 hertz refresh rate, 13.6-inch display. I know you guys can't really see this really well. Hold on. Let's stack up something super quickly. 1 minute, guys. Just stack this up. There you go. Now you guys can see this way, way, way better. That should be good. Okay, now you can see it. So 60 hertz refresh rate. We have an M2 chip in it. This is the base model. So as you can see, I don't know why it's taking forever. Okay, M2 chip, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of SSD. This is also 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU. So the base model. It is pretty good. I mean, there has been issues with web browsing. I mean, if I open up like YouTube, it's a little weird. I don't know why. If I open up YouTube, there's this little like reload thing that it does. It's totally fine, but yeah, it can take a second. But anyway, this is a pretty good computer. It's a pretty big screen. Battery life is pretty good. We have MagSafe port, 2 USB-C ports, headphone jack on the right-hand side. I do have a ton of scratches on this thing. The coating has chipped a lot, unfortunately, over the past year, so it hasn't held up as well. But overall, pretty good computer for the most part. Now, on the watch side, we have the Apple Watch Series 9. I have been using this, not a ton. I don't wear this every single day, but this is a pretty great Apple Watch. I've owned it since day one. My battery's still at 100. I've been charging this thing every night. Battery capacity is still at 100. I will kind of clarify that right now. I know the screen's a little dim. I don't know why. There we go. But anyway, that's still unlocked. Anyway, but if we go to settings and then tap on battery and then battery capacity, I am still at 100%. Yes. So as you can see right here, I'm 100%. And I have owned this. If you watch my video, I have owned this since day one, December 23rd of last year. So I have had it for like a full almost 8 months now, actually. So yeah, pretty damn good. We have the heart rate sensors here. So this is going to be super good for, if I want to track my sleep or something, it's really good. We have the digital crown, this really nice red color. I do have a case on this. It looks really weird, but it's more for protection, But we have blood oxygen sensors, not that I really need that, but also just tracking sleep. This is a GPS model, so if you want a cellular one, it will use up more battery. But yeah, overall, very good watch. Very happy with it. We also have extra accessories like my AirPods Pro. I use this every day with my phone. But speaking of which, let me get into my phone. I use my iPhone 15 with T-Mobile. It is very good. This display is awesome. We have a dynamic island. It is still 60 hertz refresh rate, but totally fine. USB-C port, 48 megapixel rear camera. This case is okay. It's a plastic one, but it is pretty protective. It's thicker, but we have a silent switch, speakers, all that, all that normal stuff. Let me just put my lineup right over here. So that, M2 MacBook Air, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that is, I'll switch this camera back just a tiny, tiny bit. You guys can see it. Finally, the go to this video, M4 iPad Pro. This is a keyboard. I will be using this at some point for school. This is the most powerful iPad that has ever been released. We have a beautiful OLED display on this thing with ProMotion. This is the only device I have that supports ProMotion technology. It also has Face ID, all this sort of stuff. So it's a very, very nice display. And it feels ultra fluid, like crazy, crazy nice. And it's super fast. This thing is pretty much overkill for iPadOS, but this will be a really good laptop. I plan on using this a lot for school. So this should be a really, really nice computer as well. I have a keyboard case. It's not an Apple keyboard, but it is a nice little Bluetooth one. It closes. It has a nice hinge. It has a USB-C port. You can also close this. I also have the Apple Pencil Pro, and it basically stores in this little thing right here. We have the LiDAR scanner, all this stuff. And yeah, this is a pretty nice case. So I will be using that too. I know you can't really see this, but here. So we have the M2 MacBook Air, M4 iPad Pro, iPhone 15, and Apple Watch Series 9. And yeah, that pretty much concludes my tech lineup for 2024 and for back to school. That's some of the purposes I use it for. Mostly it's just a little tech lineup recap. But yeah, that pretty much covers up this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.